أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, here we are with our lesson number 63 of Ilm. We started analyzing Surah Jinn. Before continuing with ayah number 7, let's learn about a new term that will help us in the future ayat. This term is called Saddatum Masadda al Maf'ulain, or sometimes you can see it written as Sadda Masadda al Maf'ulain. We already learned about Fail Mudaddi Maf'ulain, that a fail can take two maf'uls. So this term will not be a difficult term for you. We also learn about zanna wa akhwatuha, that they are the verbs that can enter a jumla ismiya and they are called afalul qulub. Why? Because they just change the status of the khabar and the mubtada, that because they become nasab, where we can say that our Mubtada becomes the maf'ul bihi awwal and khabar becomes maf'ul bihi sanin. And it is the zanna wa khwatuha enter the jumla ismiya and we get maf'ul bihi awwal and maf'ul bihi sanin, where maf'ul bihi awwal is a was or mubtada and maf'ul bihi sanin was a khabar. It is just related to zanna wa khwatuha. Let's see now what is sadda masada maf'ulay. So here we know that zanna wa khwatuha need two objects to complete their meaning. Let's see the example here. Zanantu Zaidan mujtahidan. Here, Zaidan is the first object and that the one you're talking about. Mujtahidan is the second object, or you can say the maful bihi sanin, what you're saying about it. So it is just the detail about the detail that you have started. But sometimes, instead of having two separate objects, a single phrase or clause can take the place of both objects, like the mubtada and the khabar that become maful bihi awwal and maful bihi sanin, because zanna wa khwataha entered that jumla ismiya, and now that mubtada and khabar you do not see. Instead of them, the maful bihi sanin and maful bihi awwal, you see a single phrase or clause. This is called the sadda masadda mafulai. Means it the clause or the sadda is entered or applied to masada, that whole phrase, that mubtada and khabar, those mafuls, and now they are called or in the place of that. So that is why they are called sadda masadda mafulain. So it means the phrase fills the place of both objects. It took the place of the both objects. So here this sadda masadda, the place taken of the both objects, the maful bihi awal and maful bihi sanin. The original sentence was in antu zaidan mujtahidan, where this is a maful bihi awal and this is a maful bihi sanin. Now let's see the example in Quran. ظنوا أن لن يبس الله أحدا. أن يبس الله أحدا. Here, instead of having two separate objects, maful bihi awwal and maful bihi sanin, the whole clause أن يبس الله أحدا acts as both objects. The first object, what they assumed that something will happen, and the second object, that the result of their assumption, that is specifically that Allah will not going to send anyone. So therefore, we see that here the phrase Alni yabasallahu ahda does the job of both object maful bihi awwal and maful bihi sanin. And that's what we mean by sadda masadda mafulai zannu. We call it mafulain, and here because these two mafuls belong to zannu, that is why the zannu is added here. Sadda masadda mafulai zannu. And here, un along with what it compasses, has taken the place of the two objects required by the verb zannu. This is what you are going to write. وأنوما في حيزها سدت مسد مفعولي ظنوا. So this is about this term. When we are going to use this term, when we see it, you know it. When you look at this term, you know it. That because Zanu takes two objects, maful bi awwal and maful bihi sanin, and now that those two objects uh, are taken away, or the place of them is taken away by a single phrase like this in the example. So, inshallah, this is going to help us in the future ayat that we are going to see. And I hope this term is now familiar to you. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.